Guys.
So, Trey, as always, a fascinating report and fascinating interview you just had with President Trump. When he says something like the United States will be the guardian angel of the Strait of Hormuz, and that the United States reserves the option of taking 20% of the oil that passes through there.
He said at this moment, Hamas is not causing a lot of problems in Gaza, and that the process needs to play out with the ceasefire agreement there. And that he says the focus should be on the agreement with Iran, because once Iran is taken care of, many of these other issues will fall into place. Guys, yeah. But the president clearly, he told Fox News, wanted to send a direct message to Iranian officials, even telling those officials, you won't even make it back to your country if you close the Strait of Hormuz. I think it's also important to note the fact that so much oil actually made it out yesterday, 19 million barrels, according to President Trump. That's a very significant number and an indication that there are still vessels leaving the Persian Gulf. And this is not talking specifically about Iranian ports. That's a very significant number and an indication that there are still vessels leaving the Persian Gulf. And this is not talking specifically about Iranian ports. We're talking about these Gulf countries, allies of the United States. And the president said there was such a backlog of oil that it's now gushing out of the Persian Gulf. And you think about just how still things were in this region, and now that it is open again, these vessels can actually export this oil. I think really an important point here is what the president is leaving on the table as it relates to the Strait of Hormuz. He says, we may take over the strait if we have to. I'll blow the S out of them. And he is talking about the fact that if the Iranians try to close the Strait of Hormuz, not only will the U.S.
He pretty much has to tell the president of Iran, Pezeshkian, that he should watch his mouth, because he's threatening to derail this on the eve of it actually happening.
If you want to make videos like this that will post to your social media account for you simply by pasting the link and choosing how many clips you want and add in your captions and watermark, check out endeavor.cloudfinder.com.